Hello, welcome to DIY is my happy place. I'm Amy and today I'm going to show you how to make the most easy, awesome quotes. I have a bunch of free printables. You're going to love it. And I'm going to show you how fast and easy these are to make. So let's have some fun. So after our live last week when my dear husband made a gnome with me, I decided I would ask him to do a little design work. I always create my own tags and my own things, but this time I talked him into making some quotes for St. Patrick's Day. So I will have a link below for some free printable quotes that you can make your own little tags to go along with St. Patrick's Day gifts. This is how I'm going to start. You know how I mentioned prior, if you've been here before, you know that I love to recycle, use up everything. So I had this piece of scrap foam core, and that's going to be the base for my tags. So I'm going to cut them with an X-Acto knife that I picked up from the Dollar Tree. Actually, this foam core is from the Dollar Tree as well. You never want to try to cut foam core with scissors. It will not look good if you do. You want to use an X-Acto knife and a metal ruler, because a plastic ruler you might cut into the ruler with the X-Acto knife. Now I'm creating these about the size of what a business card would be, but you could do them any size. I want to show you what it looks like if you try cutting with scissors. You'll see how it just kind of crinkles the paper. It just doesn't look even, it doesn't look good. Foam core is just meant to be cut with an X-Acto knife. So anyway, I'm going to be making these tags to fit on about a business card size. If you use a ruler that has the corkboard on the back side, it won't slip around. So the reason why I'm doing this size is because that's what size I like to make for my tags, but you can get these free printable quotes and you could make them any size. You could make them bigger and make a sign to go in your house, or you can make them smaller. Any size works. You just size them up, size them down. Now this is the little balloon yardstick straws. They have two different sizes at the Dollar Tree, and this is the skinny one. And I like using those for my sticks because you can cut them with a pair of scissors. And then I usually take a black marker or whatever color I'm doing my sign and make it that color. Now these quotes you can print out just on your black and white printer, and it's really slick. I'm actually using cardstock so that it'll have a little bit more oomph to it, but you could use just regular copy paper. And then again, I'm just going to use my X-Acto knife. You could use scissors, but just to get a straight edge, or if you have a paper cutter. And in this particular one, they're rectangular, so it's easy to do with a paper cutter or X-Acto knife. Now, there's a lot of different quotes that I have for free, and some of them have to do with St. Patrick's Day, and some of them are just any kind of day. Definitely this is for my gnome projects, but you could use them for other things too. Whatever you might want for the quote. Okay, after I get it cut out, I do like to take the marker on the outside edge, even though I have a black line around, just to make sure that the paper, you can't see the paper. It looks like it's printed right onto the foam core if you blacken that to go with the black foam core. Now if you were using white foam core, you wouldn't need to do that. You can just have the white edge and it would kind of blend in. But I find that the black seems to blend in more. You can't see where the paper starts in the foam core, so it just looks all like one piece. You can also use these same tags on the chalkboard tag cards that you get from the Dollar Tree. But in this particular one, I wanted to just show how you can do them if you can't get a hold of those. Every once in a while, the Crafter's Corner doesn't have the tags. So this is an alternate way to be able to put your quotes on foam core. And it is nice, fast, and easy. I'm just going to use a good, generous amount of glue to glue these over onto the foam core. And I used it so generous, it just kind of doesn't want to come off the paper. Okay, so I'm just going to center this onto my foam core, and you can see that this is just so simple, so easy. And the design work is already done, so you can just take which quotes you want, multiply them on a Word document, print them out, and you can do this in less than 5 minutes and have all kinds of gnome quotes to go. I'm so excited because next week, my post that I'm going to do, I almost did it today, but it's going to be for next week. These quotes are going to go with it because I'm making a special kind of fascinator hat. And these quotes are going to go in a gift bag, and I'm going to give out fascinator hats. Am I saying that right? Anyway, those kind of hats that just have like a headband and you can just pop them onto your head. It's going to be so fun, and I'm making a bunch of them for my friends and family for St. Patrick's Day. Even my little tiny grandson, I will wear, they're good for any age. Because let's face it, we all need a little green for St. Patty's. Now this shows you one that I didn't leave upside down long enough so the paper started to lift. So you definitely want to keep it upside down weighted until it is completely glued on. That's what our tags look like. I like to have the stick turned in or out so it's not straight up and down like a stop sign, especially if you're going to use it with a gnome holding it. But even if it's just going in a gift bag with a hat, it just looks good that way. And I can't wait to show you next week. I'm in the process of making some fantastic hats. I think you're going to love it. So you might want to subscribe, and don't forget to ring the bell to all, and then you'll get notifications whenever I put up new content. Easy peasy, lemon squeezy, we got it. It's so fun, and it's magically pinch proof. I absolutely love it. Thank you so much, and I will see you next week.